Welcome back to the Star X podcast where we're solving for sci-fi. My name is Mike.
My name is Jenae.
And right now, X equals...
Gate.
This is a sci-fi rewatch podcast, and we are working our way through Stargate SG-1. This is episode 12. It's called Fire and Water. It aired October 17th, 1997, directed by Alan Eastman, and written by Catherine Powers, Brad Wright, and Dean and Roland. So we have a cow in our frame right now if you're watching on YouTube.
His name is Ash, if you can see him.
Yeah. I'm sure they can see the top of him.
He wants to be sitting with us, but it's a little hard over here in the corner.
I know, buddy. Here, we're trying to get through this, okay? We're getting through this recording, and then we'll go for a walk. Okay, buddy? All right. Little bit of a disruption there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so guest cast. We have this is Gerard Plunkett. Gerard Plunkett, he is Nem, and he's also he was in the
Broca Divide.
Broca Divide. He played High Counselor. Was it? I think it was Tuplo. High Counselor Tuplo. So he's the same actor, and he'll actually be back again playing that High Counselor Tuplo episode or Tuplo character
in another episode.
And yeah, he'll be back in season 2 at some point, at least once. I did see that. So that's him. As far as other guests, he's kind of it. Eric Snyder, he played Dr. Mackenzie. And of course, we have Terrell Rothery as Janet Frazier. That's pretty much it as far as guest casts. There's no Guard 1 or Nurse 1. None of that kind of stuff going on. So anyway, so what did you think of this one?
This one's okay. You know, it's a good filler episode, I guess. It's not like you're not getting like a ton of information or anything, forwarding the story on, but it was entertaining.
It was kind of like my first impression is it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine, especially because, well, it's kind of heavy-handed in the beginning with it. Well, we'll kind of talk more about some stuff, but it was entertaining enough. But I wasn't like, oh man, this one's awesome.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah,
it was good. It was still, I was entertained.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, definitely didn't suck, but it was kind of like I felt like it was kind of meh, but kept me entertained at least.
I still enjoyed it.
There are definitely some funny or standout parts in it,
mm-hmm.
and that we can talk about, but yeah. All right. So do you want to get into should we get into the summary?
Sure. Okay. So after a routine mission to an ocean world, SG-1 returns to Earth shaken, soaked, and carrying devastating news. Daniel Jackson is dead. According to Jack, Sam, and Tilk, Daniel was engulfed by a mysterious burst of fire, lost before they could save him. The team struggles with grief as the SGC holds a memorial service. Jack hosts a wake, and everyone begins trying to move on. So yeah, it's pretty dramatic right at the beginning.
Yeah.
They witnessed Daniel Jackson dying in a fiery
something
death.
Fiery death. Yeah.
Calling them out to save him.
The first thing I noticed too was, just getting into it before they come back through the gate. Walter actually has a few lines.
Yeah.
With talking to Hammond.
He's like the first one, the very first scene.
Yeah. He doesn't always talk much. I mean, you get like a few.
Well, and he's never away from the gate room.
The control
often.
Panel. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, they come back through, and the three of them just look disheveled.
And in shock.
Yeah. They looked wet, but only their heads seemed wet to me. It looked like they almost took them and dumped their heads.
I don't know. I thought they looked pretty soaked through. I think it's the outfits.
Maybe
they looked like they were drier than they are. Their camo outfits.
That kind of, maybe that canvas, kind of material.
Yeah.
But to me, it looked like they looked dry except for their heads. Yeah, and maybe their shirt area.
Yeah.
So, but Yeah, and then the other thing I thought was kind of funny is Frasier. They come back and the whole thing,
You do all the testing and figure out what's going on. Do the
Right.
debriefing.
Yeah,
right?
and Frasier's like, these guys seem pretty messed up, and then Hammond's immediately like, the best thing we can do is get them out on another mission,
Which
like,
is
get it back on that
completely
horse.
opposite of what Dr. Fraser is saying. And
Yeah.
you'd think like he would be more understanding, but it was like, no, we just got to get them out on a mission. We're just going to replace Daniel Jackson immediately. Like this is going to solve all problems.
And that, I almost feel like that was more just a reflection of the times. Don't you think? There was a lot more of that mentality, way less of a what do you call it? Like
looking at the mental health of it.
Yeah, like an emphasis or even an acknowledgement of a mental health aspect to it. It kind of felt just more
which
like
she is like trying to say, but she doesn't really, she's like, this is more
like she's definitely trying to be in tune.
Their
to that.
health is good, but they need some like recuperation.
Yeah.
To kind of like, get over the shock and everything of it.
Right.
But I think so. Yeah.
But I kind of felt like there was a lot of, hey, just suck it up. I mean, as a child of the 80s, that was a lot of the programming I got.
Well, and it was going really fast too in the beginning. Like Daniel Jackson's dead. And they are having this dramatic memorial service or funeral type thing,
Right.
And it's long and kind of drawn out and very dramatic. And then they have the little memorial thing at Jack's house.
Yeah. Yeah. They were really trying to sell. They were really
selling the fact that he's dead.
Yeah, they really were. And so, and they were pushing it. I mean, obviously we know he's not dead, and I would think
not yet.
I would think most people watching the show would realize would assume he's probably not dead. Either.
I mean, it's the beginning of the episode, so they're doing all this stuff. So obviously, there's going to be more to it than this.
But then they get through all that, and then it cuts to him.
He's alive.
Yeah, he's alive. Exactly, he's alive. And there's a little bit of kind of back and forth. So you kind of know. I don't know if by the time they send the wreath through the Stargate, or
no, it's right after that.
It's right after that.
It's right after that they go to Daniel, and that's the first time we're seeing him.
Okay.
With Nem.
Right. Because they also show, and then they have the wake, and then they kind of have the wake, and
that's going back and forth house. Now.
Yeah, that's kind of
so they do the wreath. And then it goes right to Daniel Jackson. And then now we're in the back and forth stages.
Okay.
Because Jack, Sam, and Tilk are experiencing things weird things with their mind, like seeing images of Daniel when they see water or bubbling water, little things like that. So they know something.
Yeah. They keep kind of having some weird flashback mental things. And then they cut back and forth to him.
Yeah.
So,
and we just have to, bring up Tilk's hat
at the wake.
Yeah,
because
it's funny that they've got this like mesh cowboy hat on him because they're doing it to hide his symbol, but it doesn't even hide it. It just you see pretty much the whole bottom of this protruding tattoo thing. Which I think it's funny that they would, and maybe I've mentioned this before, that they would try to hide it. It just looks like a tattoo. I wouldn't think alien if I saw Tilk with something on his forehead.
No, I wouldn't either. And I think, especially these days, because people do a lot of weird stuff. People got all kinds of crazy stuff coming out of their bodies.
Well, even then, I wouldn't have. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe then it might have been a little more out of place. I don't know. Yeah, but you're probably right. I mean, you wouldn't think alien.
I wouldn't think alien.
You definitely wouldn't think alien. You just think.
And that's what they're trying to hide.
Yeah. You just think that maybe he was from some
like I'm going to go Goa'uld.
Yeah. Well,
some rando.
If anything, it could possibly be tied to some other, I don't know, just some other country where it's some custom of some other country where they inject gold into your forehead or something, I mean, they do stuff like that. in places.
Yeah, they totally do.
I can't think of a specific example right now, but I know I've seen something like
Discovery
that.
Channel stuff.
Yeah, Discovery Channel, right. Back when you actually learned stuff on the Discovery Channel.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, before it was Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, okay, do you want to go to the next?
Yeah. So, as we've said, there's just one problem. Daniel isn't dead.
Right.
Instead, he's trapped beneath the planet's ocean in the underwater home of an alien named Nem. Convinced that Daniel possesses ancient knowledge about his long lost mate, Amaroka, Nem imprisons him and repeatedly demands answers about events that happened thousands of years ago in ancient Babylon. Unfortunately for Daniel, I don't know is not an answer Nem is willing to accept.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of back and forth of Daniel just like, I don't know, you know?
Yeah. I've written the notes down in the way. There's a lot of, they really get into like an overacting contest.
Yeah.
Where they're just really like dialing it up hard,
Right.
you know? And it's just like,
let's see who can get more frustrated the
Yeah.
most.
but for the children, you know, that kind of stuff, you know, just really, really going for it. So, but then obviously it's kind of cutting back and forth.
Yeah.
And then we get to the wake, and then, you know, Jack's pouring a beer out for Sam, I think. And then
sees the bubbles.
Sees the bubbles, and then immediately goes running
into
outside.
a trance, you know, with a vision of Daniel.
Let's go out and play some street hockey.
I know. I thought it was funny how they had it set up like this little, like, basically like a 9-year-old hockey net. Well, that's like right between these two parked cars.
It's Wayne's World. Game on,
yeah,
you know?
Game on.
It's totally that.
Yeah, totally.
You know, and it's funny too. I mean,
and he's just like hitting as hard as he can right between these two cars. He can't really swing that hard.
Yeah.
It was just pretty funny.
Yeah. And it's also kind of funny because it's not like, I mean, I guess it works, but, you know, that's not really I mean, maybe I feel like, you know, that may be a kind of a Canadian aspect of, because it seems like that'd be more popular in Canada, but I know they do that here too. But
I didn't even think anything of that.
I mean, he lives in like some cabin in Colorado, like out in the middle of nowhere, and he has a driveway down there to play street hockey.
Well, and he's like really into golf, so you think he would just like do something
Right.
more like that, or I don't know. It was just funny how they had it positioned. I didn't think anything of it being Canada or not.
No, I just because it's Canada, because hockey's more Canadian, for, you know.
Right.
But they did need to give him something to hit the car window with.
Yeah, then he goes ballistic on the car window.
Smashes the car window. And, you know, Hammond, I was actually typing the note when Hammond comes walking up, you know, and I actually thought, wouldn't it be funny if that was Hammond's car? And then he goes, you know, that's my car.
Yeah, so like calm.
Yeah, he took that real well.
He did take that really well.
I would be pretty pissed if someone just smashed my car window.
Now he's concerned about the mental health, you know, so.
Still, though.
Well, he's basically like, well, O'Neill's going to pay for that. So
that's coming out of his paycheck. Yeah.
So, you know, we'll just come to that when we come to that.
Yeah, cross that bridge.
Cross that bridge. Thank you. I could the saying.
But yeah, you know, like that's, yeah. Yeah, that was not cool. He lost his cool there.
He did lose his cool.
Not cool. So, yeah. Okay.
All right. So back on Earth, Jack, Sam, and Tilk begin experiencing strange flashbacks and conflicting memories. Even though they witnessed Daniel's death, they can't shake the feeling that he's still alive. As Dr. Fraser and Dr. Mackenzie investigate, they discover evidence that someone's been tampering with the team's memories. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was a whole part where they're showing them that, you know, Jack, Sam,
Jack's
and Tilk
house.
We're in Daniel's house, like going through all this crap.
Did I say Jack's house?
Yeah, you said Jack's
house.
Oh,
I meant
the wake was at
Daniel's
Jack's
house.
The wake was at Jack's house, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that game that Tilk is messing with the pegs, I looked it up. Apparently, that's a real thing.
Is it kind of like a chess game?
That's a real game. Yeah. From what I read briefly about it is, I mean, it is a real game, though I don't think they really know what the rules were. I think they can only speculate how you play it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because it is from like spitting. It is from like ancient Egypt.
Oh.
Or
I love
something.
I love when you have, like, on a side note, when we're playing video games and stuff, and they have like games on there that you can play throughout like
Like
Star
Sabak.
Wars Outlaws. They had
Yeah, Sabak.
that, and what was the other one on Assassin's Creed? I loved that game.
Oh,
Was it
that was on
the?
the that
I
was
think it
on
was
the Viking
the
one.
Viking one. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
can't remember what the name of it was.
yeah.
But
I think those are fun.
Anyway, yeah, it is cool though. The games are cool.
Yeah, that's cool that was a real game. All right. So moving on through hypnosis, the truth finally surfaces. SG-1 remembers encountering Nem on the beach shortly after arriving on the planet. The alien used his advanced abilities to incapacitate the team, implanted false memories of Daniel's death, and convinced them they had witnessed a fiery accident that never happened.
Yeah. So the doctor says, he could be dead or he could be alive. We don't know. Kind of like that Schrodinger's cat kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I wrote my note Schrodinger's Daniel because he's really kind of like saying, he's basically making that argument. Like both things can't be true, but I thought that was kind of funny. That's just why I wrote that note. But
yeah.
And then I got thinking about Nem, and I'm like, I wonder if he smells like fish because he looks like a fish guy.
He probably does. I'm sure.
I mean,
yeah,
smells like a fish market.
I thought his top looked like the jelly shoes from the 80s.
The jelly. Oh yeah. I remember that. My sister had those.
Yeah,
made your feet stink.
Well, I wore mine with socks because I never went barefoot.
Yeah. They made my sister's feet stink.
Gross. That seems weird because there's a bunch of holes in them, but they're,
I think there's they have breathing, but I'm just kidding. I don't know if they made my sister's feet stink, but they probably did,
Yeah.
No shade to my sister if you're watching.
I think all of us at that age, our feet stunk no matter what.
Oh man, we're getting on some weird tangents here.
Okay.
Oh right. So I probably threw that note in the wrong spot.
Yeah, that's like from
the end, huh? All right. Well, they show them like having the hypnosis thing, and then
because they're all having the same visions and everything, so they figure something's up. That's why they go back to SGC, and so then they do the hypnosis. Well, funny, it was Tilk's reaction when they're in the briefing room, and this is like just before they do the hypnosis, and he's having his little vision, his face. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
His eyes are all wide. He just
seems catatonic,
But like angry.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like.
Yeah. Oh, seriously.
But yeah, so then that's when they figure, I don't know how, and I guess Sam does the whole hypnosis, and so she's like, he's alive. And so they're like, okay, we got to go back.
Yeah, they got to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's the one that kind of jumps up and she's like, oh, he's alive. And then Jack hugs her and we're going back.
Yeah.
We're going back.
I believe in this hypnosis. He's alive.
Yeah.
When, 5 minutes before he was like, I don't like that. What was he saying? Pseudoscience stuff.
Yeah. Does
crap.
he? Oh, I didn't miss that.
Yeah, you laughed at it.
Oh.
Yeah, and you wanted it to be the line.
Oh, he said, oh yeah. I forget what he said, but it was like
something about not liking the hypnosis.
I don't get. Oh yeah. It was a funny line.
Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
So meanwhile, Daniel helps Nem uncover the fate of Omaroka, an ancient aquatic being who once traveled to Earth to oppose the Goa'uld. Digging through fragments of ancient Babylonian history, Daniel finally realizes that Omaroka was murdered by the Goa'uld Belus thousands of years ago. The revelation devastates Nem, but it also gives him the closure he spent millennia searching for. So yeah, he's got some weird, contraption to search Daniel's mind.
Right.
And how is he supposed to even know any of that stuff in his mind? Are they assuming that he read it somewhere?
Well, that's what I thought, because I was kind of like, well, how would that even be something he would for surely even know? Just because he's read a bunch of books about, Babylonian history or whatever. I mean, he's a historian.
How does he know it would bring up anything with a Goa'uld,
or specifically that person?
Exactly.
I don't know. It was a little like, okay, well, whatever. Right. You kind of have to just
we'll accept it.
Yeah, you just kind of have to roll with that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so so they do that, the part where she has her little hypnosis part. They show Sam. They show that they actually show like her memory of them coming through and going to the beach, right? And that's when so Daniel's like looking through a binocular looking thing.
Oh, like when they first get there.
Yeah, when they first get there, it's sort of like showing her memory, remembering it. And he's like looking like, well, what's way out there? Like it's like way out there.
Yeah, he's looking through I thought it was a camera. It was like a binocular thing.
Well, it had like almost like a binocular looking vibe to it through
like a telescope kind of thing.
You see through the eye lens. They show a perspective of that. But then like it shows a wide shot back, and he looks like he's like, when he's walking
5 feet from them.
Yeah, he's like 5 feet. I thought that was so funny. Like you don't even need that binocular unless he was filming.
My first thought was he was filming, just because it looked like one of those vintage
camera things,
handheld.
Yeah, it kind of has that.
It kind of looked like that, so it could have been that.
Yeah, it could have been that.
But yeah, I thought if it was like a binocular or whatever,
yeah,
the guy was like right there.
Yeah, he totally was right there.
They should have all been like, what's that?
Yeah, but like I thought the whole vibe of Nem's house or ship or whatever he's in, it had total like Atlantis vibes.
Oh, it totally did.
All that like decor and everything. It made me think like this is like totally what Atlantis is going to turn into. Yeah, it really
did. And even the coloring and everything.
Yeah, the coloring and all that. And I guess Atlantis is like on the water, but it kind of
was underwater forever.
Oh yeah, and it was underwater, right? But it totally, and then all that like plexiglass like decor, and then the floating. It totally looks so 90s with the tubes with the water.
Yeah,
do you remember the fish things you could buy at like
it would change colors.
Yeah,
we had one.
Yeah. And the blow air, and the plastic fish would go.
Yeah, they go up and down like a lava lamp. Like we thought that was so cool. Like watching TV in the dark with our fake fish tube light. It was so cool
with plastic fish in it.
But we got it at Costco.
I don't know where we got it.
We got it at Costco.
We did?
Yeah, we
did.
did.
We got it at Costco. Well, it's funny because like it totally makes me think of like those stores that they used to have in the mall, like where like all the divorced dads go to like get Brookstone or Sharper
Brookstone.
Image.
Yeah, we did. It would have been too expensive for us at Brookstone.
Well, yeah.
But I'm sure they had it.
Like, or Glyphics.
Yeah,
or
Glyphics,
like those
Natural Wonders.
Sharper Image, Natural Wonders. Basically, all like the new agey, stores in the 90s. So funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where did I leave off?
I think we're at this part, armed with their recovered.
Okay. Armed with their recovered memories, SG-1 races back through the Stargate and finds Daniel alive. After an emotional reunion, Nem allows them to leave in peace, hinting that one day Daniel may discover the fate of Sharia as well.
Right. Yeah.
I felt like you kind of said when we were watching it, it felt like they should have been like running to Daniel, like hugging him and stuff, because it was so dramatic, them thinking he was dead.
And that's the thing. And at the beginning, they're selling that so hard, and they seem so traumatized. You think they would just be like,
yay. I thought Sam was actually going up to hug him, but then they like make some jokes and
you're like, oh yeah.
Like well, all right, O'Neill's like, let's go have some sushi for lunch.
Yeah, let's do a sushi throwaway joke.
Yeah. Okay, so to finish it up, the episode blends mystery, grief, and first contact diplomacy while giving us one of SG-1's most unusual plots. Daniel Jackson gets kidnapped by a lonely fishman historian declared dead. declared dead, memorialized, and then has to come home and learn that Jack already cleaned out his apartment. Yeah, I did think that was funny. They were cleaning out his stuff. Like, what do we do with all this stuff now?
Yeah, I know, right?
That's a good summary.
Yeah.
All right. Should we do trivia goofs?
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do trivia goofs.
Go for it.
All right. So, he's like resting his head right here. Yeah, I know, buddy. I know. Okay.
Ash, look at mommy. Go ahead.
The journal entry that Captain Carter reads, Colonel O'Neill thinks I'm a geek. I have no idea how to get us back. I'll never get paid is a reference to the original Abydos mission from the Stargate 1994 film. Dr. Jackson ends a recorded log entry with a similar line, I'm never going to get paid. So that's in the movie. I'm never going to get paid. So that's
okay.
where that's coming from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm never going to get paid. In Babylonian mythology, Omaroka, also known as Thalath,
sounds good to me.
was goddess of the salt sea and often depicted as a sea serpent or dragon. Oh, so a real person?
Well, a real
or
real mythological
mythical character.
Yeah, real mythological character. Yeah. So I actually didn't know that. I thought Omaroka, not Omarosa. Omaroka. I just thought she was made up for this episode, but all right. Okay. In Babylonian mythology,
I did that one.
Okay. While the board and pieces for the Hound and Jackal game have been found in the Middle Kingdom Egyptian tombs, no one knows how the game was played. It's assumed primarily because of the shape of the board, it to be played something like cribbage.
Cribbage. I don't think I've ever played cribbage. Have you?
No.
I don't even know what that. I've heard the name.
I know
but I don't even know what it would look like.
I know of the game called cribbage, but I don't really know what it entails. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, next one. The second of 3 appearances for Gerard Plunkett in season 1. He also played High Counselor Tuplo in The Broca Divide and Enigma, which we haven't gotten to yet.
Yeah. So the Enigma will be
just what you were saying.
Season 2. Yeah, I saw that. So the first episode in which General Hammond and Dr. Fraser are seen either outside of the SGC or wearing civilian clothes.
I know they even have them like chatting away at Jack's house.
I know. Yeah. Working title for this episode was Funeral for a Friend.
Funeral for a Friend.
Yeah. All right, you're up.
The DVD episode order differs another one of these. Boring.
Might as well keep doing
it.
The
DVD episode order differs somewhat from the broadcast order. This was the 12th episode broadcast, but is episode 11 from volume 3 of the season 1 box set. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, goofs.
All right. So Daniel states that the Babylonian text he is referencing Daniel states that the Babylonian text he is referencing was pre-flood. Babylon was not pre-flood. Babylon was one of the great civilizations to rise after the Great Flood, aka Noah's flood. So
that's what the Great Flood refers to?
Yeah, the Noah flood from the Bible or the Old Testament, I guess. Or I don't know. I guess it's in a lot of things. Yeah, so if you're a flood guy, you'll know that.
You'll know, yeah.
Yeah, so Babylon was after, I guess. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Okay, just after O'Neill breaks the car window, Hammond comes to talk to him. A name is visible on the hockey stick's top grip. It reads Anderson. Richard Dean Anderson likely used his own stick for the scene. Well, there you go. He's in. Maybe that was his idea.
Maybe he's into like that kind of stuff, like hockey.
And maybe he does it like or he was doing it on set or something.
Oh, maybe he does it when he's waiting to
do a scene.
I bet that, I would be surprised if that's not the case because when you're in between shots and stuff, I bet they're just entertaining themselves.
Yeah, and there was no cell phones.
Well, I know
back then.
I know that I mean, this is a tangent, but I know on Atlantis, what's his name, Shepard, the guy who played Shepard, he had a skateboard and would cruise around on a skateboard like when they would do when they were outside.
Yeah.
Like
I bet there was a lot of space too. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, actually
Cool.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't notice it.
Well, hey, there you go.
Yeah.
All right. The alien that took Daniel told him that he doesn't. Oh, the alien that took Daniel told him that if he doesn't tell him what he wants to know, then he will die. Later on, the alien is hesitant to use his memory device because it might cause damage to Daniel, even kill him. It doesn't make sense for the alien to suddenly be concerned about Daniel when he himself threatened to kill him.
Well, by that time, they're becoming friends a little bit.
Well, yeah, I also think too he thought he was a Goa'uld in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's why he was threatening him, because he was thinking, because he thought he was a Goa'uld, and Daniel was having to explain that he wasn't.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like you said, then they became bosom buddies.
Yeah, I think that, Daniel kind of helped him already.
Yeah.
Trying to figure stuff out.
And the other thing I might say is, he might have just been like threatening him to get him to do what he wants.
Just to get
he probably wasn't really going to kill him. Just kind of
because he could have killed the other three, and he didn't.
Right. So yeah, he's not like a murderer.
Because Tilk is, has a Goa'uld in him.
Tilk has a Goa'uld.
Yeah.
He could have totally killed.
Yeah, and he didn't.
Tilk.
So
So
he was a good fish man.
He was a good fish man.
Good fish man.
That's funny. He was a good fish man. All right. So
once again, indeed count.
0. Yeah, I checked. And for crying out loud count, also 0. And this is a Catherine Powers written episode. I expected there to be one in here somewhere.
A crying out loud.
She always seems to have them
in
the one she writes.
And I'm starting to like really notice them, because it's like I've been listening for them.
Oh yeah, me too.
And so yeah,
there was, but this was kind of a heavier themed. Maybe they're I don't know, didn't really have anything.
Yeah,
warranted it. I mean, there could have been. There would have been plenty of opportunities.
Yeah,
if you think about it. Okay, well. Okay, so what did you think? Did you think there was any...
Especially when he's... Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
When you're saying that. Especially when he's, you think when he was slamming Hammond's car, he'd be like, for crying out loud!
Oh, right. Yeah, that would have been it. Yeah, but that was more of a PTSD.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Or when he shakes Carter, for crying out loud, Carter, after hypnosis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, I still think that doesn't really fit either, though. I think it'd have to be more. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it could work. Maybe it could. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, so not so special effects. Is there anything that jumped out at you as being kind of crappy?
I thought when they're showing the flashback of Carter when they first get to the planet, I thought it was weird that they're showing kind of like a faraway shot of them walking up to the water. It's like they had these little mini volcanoes or something around them, like shooting out like
flames.
Lava, and then this like pristine beach right there. I thought that was a little like, what?
A little hokey.
Yeah.
Well, I thought the matte painting in the background or whatever they did.
Yeah, to make it look like it was this.
There were 2 moons and all that kind of stuff. Like I felt like that was a little like pretty noticeable.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it wasn't bad. But
no. I mean, they're just trying to make it show like they're on some other planet.
Yeah, totally. And then I also thought the like Nem's little layer underwater wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. That was better.
Really 90s.
Oh yeah.
It felt like he got a decorator from the 90s.
He went on vacation to Earth in the 90s. That was his only vacation,
and he had one store to shop at, which was
this is
my
decor.
Image.
This is me doing it.
This is me. He only was able to get stuff at the Sharper Image. He had a gift card.
Yeah.
For Sharper Image, sleek 90s decor.
Yeah. But earlier we were saying it's like had that Atlantis vibes. So it's,
Yeah. No, it did have an Atlantis vibe too, but even Atlantis kind of has a 90s vibe too, to me, even though it didn't come out
I
in the
think
90s.
what was a little more hokey in that, like I didn't really mind his lair, and it was 90s for sure.
More the coloring probably was more
Yeah,
90s.
and it was, filmed in the 90s, but
Well, yeah.
the whole part like where like he's coming through from the water, he's like walking like slow motion in from the water. And then he like comes slow through the like almost like a Stargate, but like you have to see it. And he comes into like where Daniel is.
Oh yeah.
And then when Daniel like he's touching the wall and it's water, this is like at the end. And he's like swims through it. I thought that was a little like, okay.
yeah. I mean, that actually though, that effect wasn't bad. Like of him going out into the ocean. Well, I felt the effect wasn't, but it was funny.
It was I'm sure they used the same kind of concept as the Stargate, when they're touching the Stargate and stuff,
right.
But I just thought it was funny how he's like, okay, let's go through. like I'm diving.
Like nothing, but honestly, like nothing egregious. There's one thing in this show that I'm waiting for, like cannot wait to talk about from one of these episodes, and it hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
That's a really, really terrible. It's stuck with me from the day that I saw the episode the first time.
Well, don't tell me. Don't tell us because I want to wait and see.
I'm not bringing it up because
if we're watching it, I'm like, this is it.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
I think you might know.
I'm not going to say. I just can't.
We actually haven't talked about it probably since we watched it the last time.
Yeah.
Years. It's been a few years anyway. So, but yeah, I'm waiting for that. That's when this category is going to really like,
it's going to shine,
be validated.
Yeah.
Validation.
Okay. What Chevron rating do you give this one?
I'd say 6-ish.
Yeah. I was thinking 5 or 6. I'll say 5.
You're a little harsher than me. I'm going, cause I feel like it was just, again, a tad above mediocre, but like, yeah,
it was entertaining.
Yeah, but entertaining. It was a good
enough. Filler episode, and
it felt like a filler episode.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah,
because
they tried to trick us. Like
well,
I don't. I'm sure when we first watched it years ago, the first time we're like, oh, is he dead? Is he really dead? They're having the. I went, and he started barking.
Yeah, I know. You're good.
It's just mommy.
You're good.
It's just mommy, honey.
You're good.
It's just mommy.
Come over and say hi. You're good. Yeah, it's okay. All right. Good boy. Hey. Oh my gosh. Hey.
Okay.
Ash.
Okay. Come here, buddy. Come here. Ash. It's just mommy.
The hair on his back is all
It's just mommy.
Hey.
I just went, because it's just mommy. Okay? Come here.
Okay.
I was talking about the episode.
Lay down.
You look nervous. Come here, honey. Ash, come here.
All right. So anyway, so you're saying 5, 6,
yeah,
5.
5 or 6.
5 or 6. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and I'll still say 6.
Okay.
I still need to make a tally. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Let's see here. I'm just going to... All right. So we're back. Technical difficulties with barking dog.
Hi. He's now on my lap.
He's sitting on her lap.
I am leaning over so I can talk.
Yeah. So if you're watching the video, you'll see his big, huge.
He's in snuggle mode. So we got to finish this up so we can nap with him.
Yeah, you got to get him in daycare or something on these days when we're recording.
He's a Velcro dog.
He totally is. Okay, so Chevron rating, you said 5, I said 6.
Right.
Okay. Why don't we do the line of the episode?
Okay, so line of the episode, which I think we all could agree that it's a good one, it's from Hammond. And he says, that's my car. And O'Neill even says after that, he says, "Oh, then you better get that window fixed."
Yeah,
he says something like that.
Like you better get that window looked at.
Yeah,
or something. Yeah, yeah. So that was a good line.
Yeah,
it kind of made me laugh because I did really think like when he smashed the window, I'm like, that would be so funny if that was Hammond's car, and then it was Hammond's car, and I was like, oh. Well, maybe subliminally, I actually remembered that from before.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because we have seen it, but I hadn't remembered.
I just thought it was funny how Chili says it. That's my car.
Yeah, totally. All right, well, we'll go ahead and get things wrapped up.
Yeah.
You
Thanks for
know?
watching and
Yeah,
listening.
thanks for watching. This episode was a little more hectic with our crazy dog right here.
Okay.
But yeah, but I think if you made it to the end, we appreciate it. And yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thank you. And like, subscribe, obviously. We love to hear from you. starx@groovydane.com is our email. We haven't not got an email yet. So as soon as we get one, we'll mention it on one of the episodes. But yeah, so again, thanks for watching. And until next time, keep solving for X.
Thanks.